Hello everyone. Welcome to another lecture on reasoning ability and problem solving. In today's lecture, we will start a new topic called similarities and differences. And we'll understand all the types of questions that can come from this topic in your competitive exams. So let us start. Now, basically, as the name suggests, similarities and differences deals with having two or more different objects or shapes, or it could be numbers, it could be alphabets, it could be anything, and we have to understand the similarities and differences between them. It helps us to build up our analytical skills and the ability to recognize patterns. So let us start. There are 6 types of problems that can be formed using similarities and differences as a concept. So, number 1 is number series similarities. So, here we deal with the numbers, right? Letter series similarities can also be called alphabet series similarities. So, here we deal with different types of alphabets. Then we have figure series similarities. This can also be called object or shape series similarities. Here we are given bunch of different objects or different figures and we have to complete the series. Then we can get analogies. Analogy is what? Analogy is basically comparison between two or more things in order to draw similarities. So this is the meaning of analogies. So we can get analogy types of questions as well as. Then we have odd one out. So odd one out, we are given 5 options, 4 options, and out of those, one option is something that is not following the same logic or the same pattern, and we have to identify that. So this is also a type of question that can come into similarities and differences. Then we have coding and decoding analogies. So basically, what do you mean by coding, decoding? Coding is encrypting, and decoding can also be called decrypting. So if I write A as 1, B as 2, C as 3, I am coding the alphabets into numbers. And if I have to find the value of 4, I'll basically decrypt it back into an alphabet D. So this is a concept that we studied in coding decoding as well. So these are the 6 type of questions that can be formed in similarities and differences. Okay, so let us begin with understanding the first concept, which is number series similarities. In number series similarities, it is important to remember what are the prime numbers, what are the square numbers and square roots, and cubes. So this much information is required, to know how to solve number series similarities. Prime numbers are what? At least 1 to 100, So the first prime number is 2, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 11, then 13, then we have 17, 19, and so on. So these are called what? These are called prime numbers. So this you should remember. Then we have squares. So squares up till 1 to 30. So let me write for the first 15, okay? 1 square 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. Similarly, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100. Correct? Now, 11 square is 121, 12 square is 144, 13 square is 169, 14 square is 196, 15 square is 225, and so on. So up till 30 you should remember. Cubes similarly 1 to 15 or even 20. If you can expand it up to 20, good, but at least 1 to 15 you should know. So again, cubes, when we talk about cubes, 1 cube is 1. Similarly, 2 cube is 8. 3 cube is 27. 4 cube is 64. So how do we write cubes? We write 4 into 4 into 4. Similarly, 5 cube is 125 and so on. So up till 15 or 20 you should know. This much information is pre-required for number series similarities. Okay. Now let us look at this question. So whenever we deal with number series similarities, we have to identify the similar pattern that is being followed in this series, and we have to find the next element. So if we look at this series, from 2 we are going to 4, from 4 we are going to 6, from 6 we are going to 8. So I can look at a pattern, I can identify a pattern. If I add 2 in 2, I'll get 4. Similarly, if I add 2 in 4, I'll get 6. If I add 2 in 6, I'll get 8. So there's an addition of 2. There's an addition of 2. So this is the pattern. So to continue with this series, we'll follow the same pattern. So if I add 2 in 8, I'll get 10. So my answer will be option number 2, 10. So this is how you solve number series similarities. Basically, identify the similar logic, identify the pattern, and then we have to use the same pattern, same logic to continue with the series. This is number series similarities. In this particular question, we have a missing element over here. Sometimes we can get something like this. We can get a missing element in the between of the series. Then in that case, we'll do the same thing. We'll identify the logic and then we'll make sure that this missing element follows the logic with the next number as well as the previous number. So this is how we solve number series similarities. Now, the next type of question, over here you can look at the solution. So in this series, the number series are increasing by 2. Each number is 2 greater than the previous number like we followed. So plus 2, plus 2, plus 2 and plus 2. Now, letter series similarities. In letter series similarities, there are certain concepts that you should know. This will come in handy also in coding decoding analogies. This concept will come even in type 6. So let us understand. There are 4 concepts that you should know when it comes to letter series similarities. First concept is to forward rank. That is, we have to assign certain ranks to the alphabets to make it easier for us to solve. Then we have backward rank. Same thing, just in a descending order. Then there is a concept of opposite letters, and then there is a concept of loop. This we studied in alphanumeric series as well as in coding and decoding. So let us just quickly revise what these concepts were. So forward rank basically means, if I'll write my alphabets, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, then N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Let us write it like this. Now, if I assign them ranks in a forward way, that means in a ascending order, it is called a forward ranking series. So, let's use the same pen, okay? Same color I'm using. So, if I give them numbers like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So if I give them ascending order numbers, this is called forward rank. A is ranked at first position. B is ranked at second position. This comes in very handy while solving letter series similarities. The second concept is of backward rank. Backward rank we use descending order. Okay. So in backward rank we go from larger number to shorter number. So from Z I'll give it first rank. Y I'll give 2. X I'll give 3. Similarly, I'll do it for each and every digit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Similarly, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So if I give them numbers in a descending order, it is called a backward rank. So the backward rank of B is 25. Similarly, the backward rank of S is 8. Clear? Now there is a concept that forward rank plus backward rank is always equals to 27. So this is, you can see 25 plus 2 is 27. Similarly over here 22 plus 5 is 27. 19 plus 8 is 27. 15 plus 12 is 27. So in each case the forward rank plus backward rank is 27. So sometimes you can just remember one rank. So if I remember forward rank and I have to find out backward rank of a number, I can simply say that backward rank is 27 minus forward rank. So this formula is something that you can also use to find out backward ranks. Now there's a formula to remember, shortcut to basically remember the forward rank. So let us take this E, J, O, T, and Y. So this formula is called AJOT, and it basically E is 5, J is 10, O is 15, this is 25, sorry, this is 20, and this is 25. So this is a shortcut that you can use to remember the forward ranks. Now, the next two concepts of opposite letters and loop. Let us understand. So, opposite letters, okay? So, if I write my letters like this, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, then N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So if I write my letters something like this, then in that case, this is a concept of opposite letters. That means that A is opposite to Z, B is opposite to Y, C is opposite to X, so on. K is opposite to P, L is opposite to O, and M is opposite to N. So if I write my letters like this, this is a concept of opposite letters. Clear? Now, then we understood the concept of looping also. So looping basically means that if I have to move 2 positions forward from Z, okay? Now, ideally, the series, the alphabets end at Z. So after Z, we do not have any alphabet to go to. So what do is, we start back from A. We start again from A. So if I have to move 2 positions ahead from Z, I'll go to first position, second position, and B will be the letter I'll receive. So this is the concept of looping. So we discussed all this in alphanumeric and coding decoding as well. And this is a concept that usually comes in very handy when we deal with letter series similarities, also known as alphabet series similarities. Okay, now let us solve this question. If I give them forward ranks, A will be ranked at 1, C will be ranked at 3, E will be ranked at 5, and G will be ranked at 7. So I can see clearly there's an addition of 2 ranks. We are moving 2 ranks forward. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7. So here also we'll go 2 ranks forward, that give us the 9th rank. And at 9th position we have I. So our answer will be option number 3, I. I will be the correct answer. Okay. Now, figure series similarities. This is the third type. This is also known as object or shape series similarities. Okay. So here we are given a series. First, this is the first element in the series, second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element, and we have to find the missing sixth element. So we have to see which option it is. Now, if I see from first to second, this was a box of 4 sides. I can see there's another box. So there's an addition of 4 sides. Right here I can see there's an addition of 4 sides or 4 to complete a box. Now, this was already done. This and this was already in the previous element, right? Now here I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 sides have been added in this, right? If we move from this element to this element, 5 sides have been added. How? 1 side, 2 side, 3 side, 4 side, and 5 side. Correct? Now, here let's check. So this, up till this side, it was already drawn. Now, how many sides have we added? We have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have added from this figure to this figure, we have added 6 sides. Right? This side was already there. Then we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Correct? Now let us check for this. Over here, up this was already drawn, right? After this, we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we added 7 sides in total when we moved from this to this. So I can clearly see first we added 4 sides, 5 sides, 6 sides, 7 sides. So now I'll add 8 sides. So if I add 8 sides, let us add 8 sides to this figure. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So my figure will look something like this. Correct? Because when we add 2 sides over here, you can see how do we form it. First we add this line, okay? Then we add this line. This is how we form the box. Then we add this line, and then we add this line. So this is how we are forming the box. You can see from here, here, and here. This is the pattern that we follow. First this side, then this side, then this side, and then this side to make the box. So similarly, if I add 8 sides, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, then seventh, and then eighth. So this is how I'll go. So my figure will look something like this, and this is an option number 4. So option number 4 will be the correct answer. Okay, so here in the solution, you can see that in the subsequent figures, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, these many line segments are added to complete the square. Easy figure series similarities. Basically, you have to understand the pattern that is being followed and complete the missing element. Okay. Then we have analogies. So analogies, I already told you, it is comparison between 2 objects or 3 objects to follow a pattern. So in analogy, we have 2 pairs, right? We have 2 steps to complete a question of analogy. Step 1, identify the logic used in pair 1. Step 2, use the exact same logic in pair 2 to find the missing element. So this is how we solve any analogy question. So here, cat is to meow will be the first pair. And the second pair is dog is to what? We have to find out. This is the missing element. Dog is to what? Right? So the relationship between cat and meow is that meow is the sound of cat. It is the sound of cat. Similarly, we have to find a word which is the sound of dog. To complete the analogy, we have to find a missing element which is the sound of dog. Now, what sound does a dog make? A dog barks. Do we see barking? No. The other word for barking is also woofing. So a dog woofs as well, right? So answer will be option number 1, woof. Understood? So how do we solve any analogy? First, we identify the logic used in the first pair. Then we use the same logic to identify the missing element in the second pair. So here the analogy was that meow was the sound of cat. Similarly, the missing element woof will be the sound of dog. This is how you solve any analogy question. So you can see the sound made by a dog is typically represented as woof or bark. So dog is to woof as cat is to meow. Now, odd one out, also known as odd man out. This is also a term used for odd one out. Okay, in these type of questions, there are certain elements that are given and we have to identify how one of the element is different from the rest. So if 5 options are given like this, or if 4 elements are given or 6 elements are given, only one will be different in some way, and we have to identify it. Now, if you look at it, apple, banana, orange, mango, grapes. These are all fruits. So the similarity between them, that these are all fruits, right? So how can we find something odd? Because if let's say we had something called as lemon or tomato, then or potato, we could say okay, potato is different because it is a vegetable. But over here, everything is a fruit. All the options, all the words are fruit. So I did not use this. Logic is not being used in the question to answer, to find the answer. Now let us look at some other logic. So I can say, let's look at the colors. This is red. Banana is yellow. Orange is orange. Mango is yellow. Grapes are green. Again, I cannot find a logic. All of these have different colors. Okay, there are two yellows, but everything else also has a different color. So this logic is also not used. So I can negate this logic also. So different colors, right? So this logic is also not true. This is also not a logic that is being used. So now let us look at a different logic. I can see apple. It is a singular word. Similarly, banana, it is also a singular word. Orange is also a singular word. Similarly, mango is also a singular word. Grapes is a plural word. So out of all the given options, only grape is the one which is in a plural form. Everything else is in a singular form. Therefore, our answer will be option number 3, grapes. So first, identify the logic that is being used to separate or to odd one out the element. So in this case, the logic was singular and plural terms. This was the logic that was used. So first identify the logic that is being used and then answer the question accordingly. Now, coding, decoding, analogies. This will also use the same concepts that we discussed, that is forward rank, backward rank, then opposite letters, and then the concept of loop. So it will use the same things. Now, we have to treat each element coded as a different element. And this is the first pair, and we have to find the second missing pair. Now, let us start simply by writing apple, and this is coded as something like this. If we look at the ranks, A is 1, P is 16, L is ranked at 12, and E is ranked at 5. Similarly, C is ranked at 3, R is ranked at 18, N is ranked at 14, and G is ranked at 7. So this we know. Clearly from here, I can see there's a +2 position. Here also +2. Here also +2. Here also +2. And in this word also, we have moved 2 positions forward. So same logic we'll use for rain. So let me write rain. Now, for rain, the forward rank for R is 18, forward rank for A is 1, forward rank for I is 9, and forward rank for N is 14. So if I go 2 positions forward in each case, following the same logic, then I'll get 20th rank. For here, this was first rank, so I'll get third rank. Here I'll get 11th rank, and here I'll get 16th rank. At 16th rank, we have P. At 11th rank, we have K. At third rank, we have C. And at 20th rank, we have T. So you can use the shortcut as I told you, T, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 to remember the forward ranks, the shortcut for forward ranks. So here I can see everything is going +2, right? Moving 2 positions forward. So if we move 2 positions forward for rain, we'll get T, C, K, P. So our answer will be option number 1, T, C, K, P. So what we did, again, we followed two steps. First, we identified the logic that is used in pair 1. So in pair 1, this logic was used. Then we applied the same logic to pair 2, rain, which was to get this code, TCKP. Okay, so this is how you solve questions for coding, decoding analogies. So here it is going 2 positions forward in the alphabet. This is the solution. Answer will be TCKP. Okay, so this concludes today's lecture. Thank you.